expect the different position papers to have the committee review and for the if there is a need for a TWG. So pakisabihin na lang po inyo pong respective position papers. Next, mabilis na po tayo dito. The last item of the agenda is the inclusion of Sulu in the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region of Muslim Mindanao, filed by Senator Juan Miguel Zubiri. This is very important. Kaya nga po, kahit pa ano na tayo, no, we are about to go on recess. We wanted to make sure that we get the ball rolling, no. That's why I'm very happy. I'm very appreciative of the presence of the provincial officials of Sulu for being here. Senator Zubiri is already malapit na po siya dito. So probably we can already start, no? We will just ask him to make his statement earlier. If we can get the statement from the officials of the province of Sulu, maybe of course our Honorable Governor Sakurtan is here. Gob.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Nandito na si Senate.
So at this point, before Gov Sakurtan will give his statement, you're just in time. My colleague, my brother, the author of this measure, the father actually of the Bangsamoro Organic Law. So the reason why we are here today, sabi ko kanina, Senator Migs, that even if it's the last day, no, we made sure that may habol natin ito because of how important this measure is, no, for the last week. Probably si Gov Sakurtan na sana ang magbigay ng statement. If you want to, sige, we'll listen to Governor Sakurtan.
Maraming salamat, Mr. Chairman. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Actually, we're not that much aware about the purpose of this measure. So we would rather that we would like to listen to the proponent before we comment on it. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Gov. Probably our author, Senator Juan Miguel Zubiri, will give his statement regarding this measure.
Yes, maraming salamat, Chairman. Assalamualaikum to my brothers and sisters in the Bangsamoro region and to Muslim Mindanao. Of course, maraming salamat, Chairman, for giving us this opportunity to tackle this issue, particularly the bill that we filed recently. Well, it all stemmed out from the decision of the Supreme Court, Your Honor. So we filed a bill asking for a plebiscite for Sulu if they still want to be part of the Bangsamoro once again. The reason being that the decision of the Supreme Court was on the first plebiscite that was done on 2018. Now 2018 ba yun? 2018. So a lot has happened since that time and today. I think a lot of us know that there have been development funds that have gone to Sulu due to the block grant. And of course, we want Sulu to be still part of the block grant because ang laki ng block grant eh. That's about 80+ billion pesos na yun po. As a matter of fact, I think Sulu has about maybe 5,000 to 6,000 employees that are paid for by the Bangsamoro BARM government. And I'd like to take this opportunity to greet, of course, our brothers and sisters from the BARM, the Chief Minister, Assalamualaikum, to Secretary IQ, Iqbal, and to all the members of the Bangsamoro Transition Authority, together with the Bangsamoro Parliament ministers that are here today, as well as the elected officials of the different municipalities of Sulu, and of course, Governor Sakurtan. Good to see you, sir. I haven't seen you in 5 years, I think. Sana hindi ka na masyadong galit sa akin. But anyway, ang akin dyan is to give them an opportunity. I'm here as a son of Mindanao. We do not want any trouble anymore in our region. And the numbers have shown, I'm also chairman of the Committee on Economic Affairs. So nasa ilalim ko po yung NEDA. So we had a quick summary with NEDA on the developments of Mindanao kasi I am the de facto godfather here of Mindanao together with the other Mindanao senators. So gusto po namin tignan ang Mindanao on a larger scale. No? Ano bang nangyayari? Mindanao now is one of the fastest growing regions of the Philippines. As a matter of fact, due to the non-existence of large-scale hostilities, it has been booming leaps and bounds. As a matter of fact, the poverty threshold now of the BARM area has gone down almost 50% from what it was post or pre-BARM, no? Which is about before the Marawi incident happened. So, mas maganda po ang pangyayari na yun sa Mindanao. You know, when there's peace, there's progress. We cannot debate that. When there's peace, there's progress. So, yung akin dyan are two things. Number one, Sulu kasi historically, and I don't think we can deny this, Sulu historically was the seat of the movement to secede from the Philippines. Diba? Yun yung talagang plano ng ating mga kapatid doon. And it started out with the MNLF. And of course, we came up with the peace process with the MNLF and now the MILF. And with the BARM, we embraced everybody, no, both MNLF and MILF. So we're trying to answer the historical injustice that was, that the fighters have been fighting for all this time. All the freedom fighters have been fighting all this time. Pangalawa, yung sayang talaga yung pondo na matatanggap nila sa block grant. Siguro na yun, hindi kayo masyadong in good terms with the I'm just hypothetically thinking. Maybe now you're not in good terms with the BARM government as political leaders, but maybe one day the BARM governor will be a friend of yours and therefore may want to also give part of the block grant to Sulu, which cannot be done anymore now. Forget it. Talagang wala na under the Supreme Court ruling that is supposed to be implemented immediately. And therefore, not a single centavo can reach Sulu. Pupunta na po kayo dito. The honest to goodness fact is you'll have to go now to see the senators, you'll have to go to see the congressman to lobby for scarce resources that we all know every congressman of every district wants it for themselves. Talaga, they want it for themselves. Whatever is in the national pie, nakita naman po natin in this historic budget, this last budget, because for me, it's one of the worst budgets I've seen. And it is only in the hands of a few. So how can we get that for you guys in Sulu? Diba? I can help, but I'm only there for 3 years more. After that, I'm retired. Ayoko na. Surrender na ako. So, ang punto ko dyan is, what happens then? What happens if there's a Senate without any Mindanaoans? Who do you go to ask for additional help? But the block grant is there. We set up that block grant for our Muslim brothers and sisters. That is the biggest amount of funds given to a particular region ever, Your Honors. I don't think any other region gets that much amount in terms of funding. So, sayang. Kaya ang tanong ko sana is, do we want to make it permanent na hindi talaga makakasama ang Sulu? Kasi kung permanent ang gusto nyo, di wala tayong magagawa. But think about my friend always tells me, my friend Mark from Cagayan de Oro, you count your blessings, do not count your problems. So akin dyan is, sana we can count our blessings rather than we count our problems. Kasi one day, who knows, baka si Gab Sakur ang gustong tumakbong chief minister. Di happy, Sulu happy lahat. I mean, things like that. But if we don't call for a plebiscite this time, we don't pass a law that will allow you to make that determination, wala talagang Sulu. at sa puwera kayo. You'll have to fly to the region and then you'll have to fly to national government to seek your funding. It will not be automatically appropriated. As a matter of fact, in this budget now, there is talk of FLR for later release. Yung for later release does not apply to the budget of BARM. That is automatically appropriated. So yun lamang po, Mr. President and Mr. Chairman, I was hoping that we can appeal to all our colleagues, that, particularly our brothers and sisters from Sulu, sayang, sasayangan talaga ako. Ayoko magmitsa muli ang resentment nila sa atin sa Sulu. Sasabihin na naman, nakikialam na naman ng national government sa amin dito. Nakikialam na naman yung Imperial Manila. Ayaw po natin yon. Kaya we filed this bill to give you an opportunity once again. Parang after 5 or 6 years, to ask the people once again if they truly want it. Yan ang importante dyan eh. Ako, I spent political capital dyan. Alam ko natalo ako sa Sulu. Okay lang. Pero mahal ko pa rin kayo. I love you guys. You think I'm doing this for nothing? I will lose political capital na magagalit sila sa akin? For what? For what? I'm a nationally elected figure. Pero gusto ko lang sana na maabot sa inyo lahat ng biyaya na maibigay natin dito sa batas. I'm not choosing sides, guys. Ha? I'm not with the MILF. I'm not with the political leaders. I'm for the people. Or else, I can always just say, tahimik na lang ako, basta dun sa bukid nun, mayaman kami, masaya kami dun. Hindi ako ganun eh. Diba? Hindi ako ganun. It's my last 3 years. I want to make a difference and impact with the lives of everyone in Mindanao. Ang akin lang dyan is, sayang po. Kung ayaw po ninyo, wala po akong magagawa. Kung gusto po ninyo, so much the better. Use me as a tool to help you to come back again inside. Yun lang po akin. It has nothing to do with politics. I want the elections like anyone else kasi sabi ko na kay Chief Minister, nag-usap kami, ayaw ko talaga ng extension, pero because of what happened to Sulu, let's come up with a solution. Now, wala na talaga. 5 months from now, on October, the elections will happen. No matter what, it will happen. Ang akin lang dyan, do you also want to participate? Do you also want to throw a candidate into the ring? The only way we can do this is if we allow a plebiscite once again for Sulu. Yun lamang po. Pero kung ayaw nyo, wala talaga ako magagawa. So maraming salamat, Chairman. So I'm here, just a last reminder, I'm here not as a campaigner for the government. I'm not here as to campaign for the MILF. I am not here for any political party. As a matter of fact, I'm independent. I'm here for the sake of Mindanao. Yun lamang po. And then I will listen to your voices. Pag ayaw talaga, okay. Kung gusto nyo po, tuloy namin. Yun lamang po, Mr. Chairman. Maraming salamat. Shukran.
Thank you, Senator Zubiri. Of course, the reason why we are all here is to hear the different positions, no? So probably you can already hear from the officials of the province of Sulu, Gov Sakurtan, and then the others.
Again, maraming salamat, Mr. Chairman. Thank you for the concern, Senator Zubiri. But then, speaking about the block grant, it's a choice between respect, dignity, and money. We would like to think that the national government will never abandon any province. Never. In fact, we have been fighting for our territories in the West Philippine Sea. So how can you abandon what is already in your hands? When the movement started in the early 70s, the MNLF then wanted secession, but the Philippine national government never allowed that. And in fact, then President Ferdinand Marcos adopted a policy of attraction. And, the war was so cruel, and I was always there. I never left my province. When war started in 1972. So that is why I have stories. I can tell stories. I have stories to tell. And this is firsthand because I was there. I saw it. I was not a spectator. I was a participant. Except that I was on the opposite side. Families were divided along ideological lines. Ang kamag-anak ko on my father's side, they were with government. Ang kamag-anak ko lahat sa mother's side, they were with the MNLF. In fact, most of them were trained outside of the country. Up to now, my brother-in-law has never came back to the folds of government, although he is already in Holo. Oh. Pero foreign trained din. Alam naman yan ng lahat. He is still there. Ngayon, kung sasabihin natin, the Supreme Court has just rendered a decision on the plebiscite conducted in 2018 or 2019, wherein the province of Sulu, through its governor, who the governor then was my son, filed a petition before the Supreme Court seeking for the exclusion or seeking to declare unconstitutional the inclusion of Sulu in the BARM, considering that, of course, alam naman natin, ang Supreme Court ay ang ating Constitution nagsasabi, the province or every province should vote as a unit, not as any part of any unit like the BARM. So, yun ang nangyari. And then, at that time, I was practically alone against all families, political families, and yet the no votes won by so much. And today, almost all, in fact, all of the families are on my side. And to tell you, Mr. Chairman, about the situation in Sulu now, people are very happy. In fact, ako, parang this is the greatest gift to me in my whole life. So, because I have always been very consistent. Alam naman nila, Senator Zubiri, consistent that I never wavered. I never flip-flop. Always on something that I believe in, I will never change it because I believe that it is what is right. So, always ganun ang paniniwala ko. Kailangan sa labas muna kami. Kaya, yun ang nangyari. Now, to say that na gumanda na ang buhay namin, sa totoo lang, of all the BARM provinces, only Sulu and Lanao ang bumaba ang incidence of poverty. At the moment, poverty incidence in the province of Sulu is only 16.3%. All the other, except for Lanao, all the other provinces, ang poverty incidence is more than 40% or more than 30%, way above the national average. So ganon kahirap ang mga tao namin. After 6 years, ganun pa rin ang buhay. Sa totoo lang, this black grant is also from the national government. Hindi naman yan galing sa BARM. Galing yan sa national government. And if ever, it has so much because Sulu din, when it was computed, they computed on the basis of the number of provinces which included Sulu. Ganun po ang pangyayari yan. Now ngayon, actually ngayon, we are already outside of the poorest provinces dito sa Pilipinas. So, kung ang isipin natin na gaganda pa kami roon, tingin ko, ang ganda-ganda ng buhay namin ngayon. In terms of peace and order, almost zero crime. Almost zero. we can say without fear of any contradiction na ang Sulu ngayon of all the provinces, including all of our neighbors outside of the BARM, kami ang the best. Sulu ang the best ngayon. So, kung kami na ang the best ngayon, pupunta pa ba kami sa iba? Actually, I discussed this with the President, was given time by the President together with all of the mayors. Kipag-usap kami kay Presidente, pwede ba Mr. President Kako, huwag ninyo na kami i-attach sa any region. We want to try to stand alone. Kasi you go to another region, you are attached to there, the regional directors are attending to so many provinces. How are we going to accelerate or to double time the loss time for development? Because we believe that development in my province has been set back by so many decades. So many decades. At one time, I asked then Secretary Bukon. Yung sa dati sa OPAP. Duresa. Sabi ko, alam mo, how many years kami? I think Secretary Galvez, he was still then the Westmincom, Southcom commander. Doon sa bahay ko. Sabi ko sa kanya, alam mo ba kung ilang taon na kami setback in terms of development? Oh. Sabi mo kako sa akin. Sabi niya, I will ask your brother to answer your question. My brother, si Nabil, sabi niya, setback kayo by 150 years. 150 years. 150 years. Can you imagine how many generations would that be? That is at least 3 generations. 3 beses kami mawala bago kami makahabol. So, pababayaan ba namin ang mga anak namin, mga apo namin? Now, with due respect sa ating BARM, kasi bihira sila makakapunta sa Sulu, sana bisitahin kung ano ang nangyayari sa amin. You can see housing units, poste lang ang nakatayo. Poste lang. Oh, kaya I have been telling our brothers and sisters from the BARM government na tignan ninyo. We want to help you because pag nagko-complain kami, it is because we are affected. If we are not affected, what do we care? Bakit naman kami makikialam? Ay, what we are affected? What will happen to our mga anak namin, mga apo namin? The generations after us. School buildings namin. Problema namin sa school buildings. 2 classroom, grade 1. 2 classroom, grade 6. 2 classroom, grade 3. Kaya, para kaming squatter eh. Can we not give respect and dignity to education? Give dignity to education. Build beautiful school buildings. Hindi naman kami mga squatters or refugees. Remember that Sulu was never a back door. It was always a front door. Even way, or many centuries before the Philippines became a country. We were already trading with other countries. So, ganon. We want to show to people that in Sulu, we know how to live. Yun ang gusto namin ipakita. That's why whenever we construct buildings, structures, school buildings, and other infra, we see to it that it is always a state of the art. You should come and visit our library. You should come visit our sports complex. This is not from the BARM. Not from the BARM. You should see now the under renovation offices, the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, the office of the governor, our roads, the widening. This is not from the BARM. So yan ang sinasabi namin. But then, just for the benefit of the doubt, if ever, why don't we give everybody a chance? A chance to opt in or opt out. Sana magkaroon tayo ng plebisito sa lahat ng provinces, including Sulu. Yun ang payag kami. Sulu, Basilan, Tawi-Tawi, Lanao Sur, Maguindanao Norte, Maguindanao Sur. Maybe, sir, with due respect, baka gusto mo pag maganda ang talaga ang BARM, sama natin ang Bukidnon. Mindanao naman yan eh. Para medyo gumanda. So, yan sana ang gusto namin. That is why 17 mayors are here. Nandito lahat. Actually, I would like to invite Senator Sobiri and of course the chairman, si Senator Ejercito, to come to Sulu as people and see how we are there in Sulu. Sarap ng buhay namin. You can walk at night till the wee hours of the morning, in the morning. Nandiyan ang mga tao. They are enjoying the peace. Oh, they love so much the peace. Ngayon, ang gusto namin, yung, walang firearms. Wala nang firearms sa Sulu. Gunless Sulu. Yan ngayon ang programa namin with the Armed Forces of the Philippines and with the Philippine National Police and with all of the mayors and of course the community, because we believe that if we have the support and cooperation of the youth of the community, we can never fail. Never can we fail. We will always succeed with the people. Yan po ang sinasabi namin. O kami, gusto namin. Actually, initially, I was endorsed by all of the leaders, Governor of Maguindanao, Governor of Lanao, Congressman of Basilan, of course, Sulu, na ba ako mag-chief minister. Tinanong nila ko, pwede ba i-withdraw mo yung petition ng Sulu from the Supreme Court? I cannot do that. It will become self-serving. Ano yan? Anong tawag dyan? Vested interest. Pag yan ang ginawa ko. So I cannot. And that is the will of the people. The will of the people is like the will of God. So hindi basta-basta mo yan Kaya nandirito kayo, sir, na sana pagbigyan na natin as the people na nagagandahan ba kayo? Gusto pa ba ninyo dyan sa BARM? As Lanao, as Maguindanao, as Tawi-Tawi, as Basilan, as Sulu. Oh, para malaman ninyo na ang totoo, ako, I am from the ground. I never left the ground. I never left Sulu. Oh. Even when Sulu was declared as a no man's land, walang eskwelahan, wala lahat, walang batas. I was always there. Kaya ako, nobody can tell me na ganito ang nangyayari because I was there. By experience, as a 75 years old, I always tell it to my people. Especially ito, ang mga mayors, bata yan lahat. Bata. Why are they with me? I share with them because they know that I will never lie to them. I will always share my experience. And my experience is their best teacher. Because if it is told honestly, shared to them honestly, they will learn from it. I always tell them, this is better than the classroom. Because you are getting it from experience. And I'm very happy. God has been very good to me. I saw the past. Oh, they have not. So, yan lang po. Maraming salamat, sir. At napagbigyan kami ng ni Chairman and of course, Senator Subiri. Thank you.
Probably we can ask anybody from the BTA.